And we welcome you back to beautiful Dragon Stadium here on the campus of Howard Community College in Columbia, Maryland, as we are gearing up for Game 2 of our doubleheader as the Howard Community College Dragons take on the Hagerstown Community College Hawks. And welcome into the broadcast booth, everyone. Once again, I'm the big man on the mic, Isaac Donsky, ready to bring you Game number 2 of our doubleheader. If you missed Game 1, it was an 11-0 victory for the Hawks over the Dragons. HCC women's team will look to rebound against Allegheny College of Maryland next week. In the meantime, this next matchup should be an interesting one. It's the first Division I opponent of the season for the Dragons as they face the Hagerstown Hawks. Now, Howard, so far this season, a perfect 4-0. All of their games have been at home, including this game, which had to be rescheduled after Hagerstown had some issues with their field. And the Dragons are receiving votes in the national D2 poll. It's a good look for them. First time Howard has been receiving votes for the poll in a couple of seasons, and today they get to face the same team that they started the Rob Ryerson era against, the Hagerstown Community College Hawks, led a Division I powerhouse team that finished as one of the top D1 programs last year, but ultimately was forced to finish the season as runner-ups behind Montgomery. So they're looking for a tad bit of revenge this season, and they will get a chance to well, so far it's been a bit of a rough start, 2-2-1 to start the season for the Hawks, but hopefully they're looking for a rebound here as they face off against the Dragons here today. Here are your starters for today's contest. We begin with Hagerstown. Their starters are as follows. On defense, a freshman from Hagerstown, Maryland, number 2, Michael Anderson Jr. On defense, a freshman from Walkersville, Maryland, number 3, Jeffrey Arevalo. On defense, a freshman from Fairplay, Maryland, number 4, Cole Robbins. At midfield, a sophomore from Hagerstown, Maryland, number 5, Alan Paz. At forward, a sophomore from Hagerstown, Maryland, number 6, Maxwell Adu. At midfield, a freshman from Mercersburg, Pennsylvania, number 10, Carson Fieser. At forward, a freshman from Clinton, Maryland, number 15, Winner Wame Tagima. At midfield, a sophomore from Mercersburg, Pennsylvania, number 16, Finlay Smith. At midfield, a sophomore from Williamsport, Maryland, number 17, Matthew Downs. On defense, a sophomore from Williamsport, Maryland, number 18, Cole Kreiner. And in goal, a sophomore from Williamsport, Maryland, number 77, Braden Blair. The Hawks are led by head coach Joe Mills and assistant coaches Connor Blair, Jim Mills, and Matthew Medina. Here's the starting lineup for your Howard Community College Dragons. Starting in goal, a freshman from Ellicott City, Maryland, number 1, Jonathan Sanchez. Starting on defense, a freshman from Laurel, Maryland, number 3, Alan Gutierrez. Starting on defense, a freshman from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, number 4, Bini Gari. Starting at midfield, a freshman from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, number 6, Kier Sani. Starting at forward, a sophomore from Catonsville, Maryland, number 8, Brian Barrientos. Starting at midfield, a freshman from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, number 10, Yebsira Tesfaye. Starting on defense, a sophomore from Columbia, Maryland, number 11, Sebastian Fonseca. Starting at midfield, a freshman from Glenelg, Maryland, number 12, Nicholas Marecki. Starting at midfield, a freshman from Niš, Serbia, number 14, Peja Ilic. Starting at forward, a freshman from Hyattsville, Maryland, number 19, Denny Mora. And starting on defense, a sophomore from Ellicott City, Maryland, number 22, Ilya Lakakis. The Dragons are led by head coach Rob Ryerson and assistant coaches Steve Sherman, Ken Bernstein, and Diego Schufan. So it's the Dragons and the Hawks, a Division I versus Division II matchup. We'll have our kickoff in about 2 minutes. You're watching Dragon Soccer live on HCC Vimeo.
Howard Community College is where dreams take flight and opportunities are boundless. No matter where you are in life, you'll have a college experience that fits your needs. Receive support through more than just financial aid, tutoring, and childcare assistance. Gain momentum with accelerated courses and faculty who care. Experience a vibrant community where friendships are formed, passions are pursued, and memories are made. When you graduate, you'll have the degree, skills, confidence, and connections to thrive in today's ever-changing world. Explore endless possibilities in Dragon Country. Discover more at howardcc.edu today.
Welcome back. Opening ceremonies have just concluded. We're going to check something really quickly. And it looks like, yep, we're good. Just wanted to check to make sure that our audio is working pretty good. So, Dragons will be in their home whites with gray jerseys and black pants, black numbers, excuse me. Gray pants, black numbers. Sorry, it's been a long day. Hagerstown, meanwhile, will be wearing all black with white numbers and dark green trim. Can't really see it, but it is very nice. Hawks are 2-2-1 on the season so far. They won their first 2 games, but have lost or tied their next 3, which have all been region games. As a Division 1 school, this game doesn't count for division standings for the Dragons, but it will count for overall conference standings, so it is still a big test for Howard. The Dragons 4-0 on the season. All 4 games have been at home. This will be their 5th consecutive home game, which I think is a record for most consecutive home games for the Dragons. And again, it was supposed to be a home game for Hagerstown, but the game had to be rescheduled here to HCC because Hagerstown had some issues with their field. So we here at HCC graciously would host the Hawks. And by the way, if you're tuning in for volleyball, that's coming up at 7 o'clock as the Dragons host the Patrick Henry College Sentinels in their second home game of the season. In the meantime, let's get this party started. The Dragons versus the Hawks. And immediately, the Dragons are on the attack with Yabsira Tesfaye looking for an opening, streaking past defenders, and he's going to send off a shot that's just a bit high and wide. If you missed your last game against Garrett College, I don't blame you because due to bad weather and lightning, we were unable to bring you much of that game. We did manage to catch the second half of the second half. Unfortunately, because of the video issues we had with that game, we missed perhaps the greatest single achievement by any player this season, which was Denny Mora's 4-goal game. Denny was genuinely shocked when he found out that we did not catch that on footage. And Denny, if you're watching, I apologize. You're just going to have to score 4 more goals another game. Here's good pressure from Hagerstown on Jonathan Sanchez. That's headed our way, trying to get it up to Sebastian Fonseca. It's picked up instead by Hagerstown, and that's batted out by Kiar Sani. Dragons won that Garrett game, by the way, 7-0. That was the first ever game for the Garrett College Lakers, who have yet to win. Speaking of first games, ooh, nice slide tackle by Ilya Lakakis there to break that play up, and he's going to try and get it down for Brian Barrientos. It's headed away by Hagerstown's captain, number 18, Colt Kreiner, who was a part of last year's squad. These two teams clashed in the season opener last year. We did not bring you that game because of technical issues, but that was the first ever game for head coach Rob Ryerson and his crew here at HCC. The Dragons won that game 7-0. It was a sign of what the Ryerson era is going to be. As here's a shot by number 16, nice save by Sanchez. Number 16, Finlay Smith gets a shot off, and keep in mind, this is a D1 team, this Hagerstown team. It's JUCO, but it's still D1. And they are probably the best team that the Dragons have faced so far, despite their record. That goes out of bounds. It will be Dragons ball. Howard is known for their overwhelming aggressiveness on offense, just swarming. And I do mean swarming. Their opponent's defensive front until it collapses. They've been averaging 5 goals a game since the start. That was a nifty pass by Sebastian Fonseca, trying to get it up to Brian Barrientos. It's kept alive by Paige Illich. Kiar Sani trying to get it inside, and Sani looking for options. He's gonna play it safe here, I think. Gets it over. Marecki gets it over to Denny Mora. Well, here we go. I told Denny I need 4 goals from him as he tries to set one up for Barrientos. Get it in there. Oh, it was a miscommunication as Brian just missed. Sorry, there's a B up here in the in the commentary booth. We're trying to get it away. Corner kick here for the Dragons, and they'll take it very quickly here as Tesfaye sends it out to Marecki. And Tesfaye will try and pass it down to get it to Alan Gutierrez, who's come up from the defensive line. Comes Alan. Gutierrez, very tough, aggressive player. He was a all-county player with Howard County High School last year. The Howard County High School League, excuse me. As we got a lot of bees, spotted lanternflies, all kinds of bugs coming into the booth today. That's just kind of the things you deal with a mid-September game. Did we get that corner kick? It's a corner kick, corner kick by us, Yeb. All right, just making sure our stats kept up to it. We did have a little distraction up here in the booth. I like these Hagerstown jerseys. Very reminiscent of the away jerseys for the Catonsville Cardinals. Kind of that checkerboard black pattern. Howard breaking up that play there. Trying to set one up for Fonseca. It's good to see him getting his first start of the season. Sebastian played a little bit in the last couple of games for the Dragons. He hasn't been able to play as much as he did last year because he's got a full-time job working over at Bank of America. So he hasn't been able to play in a lot of the Dragons' weekday games, but today he was able to, I assume, get off work, and now he's starting for the Dragons. The man of many talents, Sebastian Fonseca. And yes, I know the players watch the tape back, so that one's for you, Seb. Go score a goal today for us. I see y'all laughing in the corner. Dragons trying to get some pressure on the middle. Ball back to Gutierrez. We don't talk a lot about Alan Gutierrez, but he's been having an excellent season. He's had a couple great defensive saves in the first game of the year against the who was it we played game one? Southern Maryland, excuse me. It's been a long season already. I'm forgetting who we played. Had a couple good defensive saves. Denny Mora pops that one up to Sani. Sani's trying to get it to Sebastian Fonseca. Am I about to speak something into existence here? Maybe not. Hagerstown will break that up. That was number 3, Jeffrey Arevalo. Barrientos badgering the keeper. That's 77, Braden Blair. Lakakis will break up that goal kick. He's going to have a second chance here. Hagerstown's getting some good pressure here on the Dragons. Might be one of those games where we don't see a lot of scoring. There's a nice play down to Fonseca. Ooh, Sebastian with a nice little fake on that jump. Oh, does he have the speed? He gets sandwiched between two Hagerstown defenders. Ball goes out. It's good, though. Sebastian Fonseca, normally he plays back on the defensive line, but he's up here on the attacking midfield, and he's doing a great job so far. Getting a lot of good looks, setting some stuff up, trying to get it to Barrientos and Mora in the middle. Tesfaye, back to Sani. Sani getting it to Barrientos. He was getting held. Fonseca trying to set something up, and Hagerstown gets that out of there. To get it back to Peja Illich. It's picked up by Finley Smith. Broken up by Beanie Gari, the third member of that triumvirate of talented Ethiopian players from Addis Ababa who came over this year for the Dragons, and all 3 of them have been spectacular so far. Kiar Sani had a 2-goal game. Yebsira Tesfaye is leading the Dragons in total goals for the season, and Beanie Gari's been a rock on the defense. So just fantastic job by the Dragons recruiting to get these players over from Africa, and they have done a phenomenal job so far. Speaking of phenomenal jobs, I have to shout out Peja Illich, number 14 in the middle from Niš, Serbia. He's one of 2 players that came over from Serbia as part of Howard's deep recruiting class, and he has locked down the middle all season long. He's got a couple of good shots too, but we're waiting as... Was that offsides? No, foul called, excuse me. No, out of bounds, sorry. So on the far side of the pitch, couldn't tell. Good play by Barrientos. Ooh, that was a pretty pass. Ricocheted off Denny Mora's face, but he keeps with it. Mora's under pressure, and he has his pocket picked there by Hagerstown's number, I think that's number 6, Maxwell Adu on the far side of the pitch. It is. Again, this Hagerstown team may have 2 losses. There's a collision between Sani and I think Adu. This Hagerstown team may have a 2-2-1 record, but keep in mind, again, they are a Division 1 school and the JUCO level, so they do have access to more resources than D2 schools do. So they are not to be taken lightly, as there was a collision back there. So Hagerstown player just rolled over the back of Brian Barrientos' back. Ball's out of bounds. It will be Dragons ball. The throw-in will be to Denny Mora. Mora trying to pass it inside for Barrientos. Brian thought about it, passes it back out to Yebsira Tesfaye. Tesfaye back to Mora. Mora trying to push it in. It's broken up again. Hagerstown's defense doing a great job out there. Ooh, it's collision back there between Tesfaye. There's a deep shot by Marecki that goes high, as we do have a Hagerstown player down. Checking to make sure if he's okay. I think there was a collision. And he is okay. That was, I believe, number 3, no, not number 3. That was number 5? Yes, number 5, Alan Paz, who went down. Good news is he is okay. There'll be a goal kick here for the Hawks. Number 18, Cole Kreiner will take it. Yeah, captain for Hagerstown. Big booming kick. That goes well into Dragons territory. And Ilya Lakakis was on it. Hagerstown trying to get something going here, but number 10, Carson Fieser, is going to get his pocket picked at midfield. Sani will play it back to Lakakis, who flips it back up to Sani, and here we go. And Sani trying to get forward. Cuts inside for Tesfaye. Tesfaye triple teamed. Flips it out to Marecki on the far side. Until Hagerstown's been watching their film, they know not to let Yebsira Tesfaye get loose as Marecki wins that fight and gets the pass to Mora. Tesfaye picks it up. And here's Tesfaye. Tesfaye with the shot and the save by Braden Blair. As Yebsira Tesfaye leads the Dragons in goals this season. Illich, that was very vocal. You could hear him go, I got it, after breaking that up. Finds Fonseca, was trying to get it to Barrientos. Brian wasn't there yet. Toss in. Coach Ryerson wants Sani to move up there, get up there on the Dragons will have possession here deep in Hagerstown territory. Fonseca is pressed in. Black jerseys everywhere. Ooh, he made a man miss. And it will go out. It'll be a goal kick. Hagerstown feeling a lot of I just had to fix a camera issue there. Sorry about that, folks. Our camera is being problematic today. We're going to have to take a look at it during our off weekend as the Dragons have the weekend off. Or not the weekend, the entire week off next week. Their next home game is not until they face nationally ranked Mercer County on Sunday the 21st. That's going to be a big game. As, Sani made a man miss, broke his ankles and more, and he gets it away to Yebsira Tesfaye. Tesfaye, he loses it. His pass gets a foot in there. That's Hagerstown defense putting up a stiff resistance here against the Dragons. Usually by now, Howard has averaged at least one goal in the first 10 minutes of every game they've played this season. And we're already 10 minutes into this contest, and neither side has scored, including the Dragons, which is a rarity. It's just going to be like that as the season continues. The competition's going to get tougher and tougher, especially with Howard reaching the status that they've reached. They've received votes in the last two national polls for Region 20, but they haven't been ranked yet. And that mainly has been because they haven't most of the teams that the Dragons have beaten have been teams towards the lower end of the Region 20 table. They haven't gotten any big quality wins on their resume so far, despite impressive performances. They have been impressive. Make no mistake. Here's Gari. Barrientos pops it straight up. Fonseca was there, but it's headed away by Hagerstown. Gari got a piece of it. It's popped forward by winner Wame Tagima. As Ilya Lakakis got hit, he was holding his rib for a second there. He looks to be okay. Gari coming up from the defensive line. Looking for options. He's going to back up here, play it safe. Can't get that defensive line that's held so well this year for the Dragons. Howard has allowed just one goal all season, and that was a goal by Frederick early. As Peja Illich wants help, no one was there. Fonseca comes back and pops it up for Barrientos. Barrientos. Fonseca. Sebastian! Oh, just missed where Yeb was, but it's picked up by Sani, who shoots and scores on the rebound! Kier Sani! Gold Dragons 1-0. Gold Dragons! Kier Sani! Number 6. Off the assist for number 11, Sebastian Fonseca. That's the third or fourth goal of the season for Kier Sani. And the assist from Sebastian Fonseca. Dragons take a 1-0 lead. Should we get the score bug? So, just like that, so we have a sub coming in for Hagerstown, number 24, Walter Diaz from Walkersville, Maryland, is getting set to come in as he'll replace number 5, Alan Paz, back on the defensive line. As it's turning into a bit of a hot one out here. It was kind of muggy in the afternoon for the women's game. Intermittent clouds. Looked like it was going to rain at one point. I felt some drops earlier while we were setting up. Thought it was going to be a rain game. Thankfully, it was not. And Alan Pads, by the way, has gone to visit our trainer, Tim Happel. Make sure he's okay. 1-0 here in the first half. Sanchez comes out of goal, knocks a big one. Just talking about the weather. It's gotten a little hot here. The sun is out, but there are threatening clouds off to the side. We don't expect any rain, but we are going to keep our eyes on it as Hagerstown's trying to respond. Ooh, there's Gutierrez again. Alan Gutierrez, he's not going to show up on the stat sheets because he didn't get any shots off, but he's always contributing back there on defense. I want to make sure he gets a special shout out in this game because I feel like our defensive players, they sometimes get lost. As here's an opportunity here for Fonseca. Sebastian! Got it, baby! Sebastian Fonseca scores! It's 2-0 Dragons! Off the pass. Was that Denny Mora on the pass? I think so. We'll cover back to that, but just like that, 2-0 Dragons. Fonseca in his first start scores. Goal Dragons! Sebastian Fonseca, his first goal of the season. 2-0 Howard. Bunch of subs coming in here for Hagerstown. Number 11, Kundai Makusha is in. Number 19, Jacob Boyd is in. Number 21, Abdul Hakim Marafa, and number 22, Marvin Brown are also in as Hagerstown tries to refresh the line and try to get something going here as they trail 2-0 here. And how about that? I literally spoke it into existence. I said Sebastian Fonseca was going to score today, and wouldn't you know it, he scores. 2-0 Dragons. Now we just need a 4-goal game from Denny Mora, and all my predictions will come true. It's not our phone, don't worry about it. Dragons might have another chance here. Fonseca throws that in for Barrientos. Gets pushed away by Kreiner. Trying to push it up. Seb got a piece of it. Oh, he got shoved by Kreiner. Where's the foul? There will be one. Kreiner just tossed him to the ground like a rag doll there. And it'll be a free kick deep in Hagerstown territory and another chance for the Dragons. Not a corner, not a corner. Free kick. Yebsir Tesfaye will take it. There was no card on that play. That's good. Last thing Hagerstown wants is to start getting some cards here. You're trailing 2-0. You don't want to start accumulating some cards as Tesfaye will take the free kick. Yeb on the way. It's headed up and out of there by Kreiner. Fonseca's there to cover it up. Trying to break it free, and it's popped back by Marvin Brown, number 22. So here, let's see if Hagerstown's bench players... Oh, well, we wanted to see that, but Beanie Gari breaks it up and trying to play it for Tesfaye. Look at the speed of Tesfaye, already back down there covering the ball, ready to set up a play deep in Hagerstown territory. Look at the footwork. Oh my goodness, he's breaking his ankles. Tesfaye puts the shot up. Oh, it's deflected. Chance for Sani. Sani, Mora, somebody shoot. Mora gets the shot. Oh, and it's wide. That was pretty. It's a shame it didn't end in a goal. So the Dragons now trying to get another one here. No subs yet from Howard. They're keeping their starters in. Dragons love to get a big lead going and then send in their bench players to test out new strategies. They did a lot of that back in the Garrett game, and they got some nice ones. Keep your eyes peeled if they send him in for Julius Marks, number 23. Comes off the bench and plays wonderfully. Very aggressive. Kreiner getting aggressive there again on Barrientos to break up that play. Maybe a chance for Hagerstown here, trying to set something up for Abdul Hakim Marafa. Sanchez is on it. He pops it up to Gutierrez. On that free kick, the Dragons, I think, were trying to get the ball to Gutierrez, try and get a header in there. Sanchez coming out of net will play it to Gari.
Easy, Alan. Easy, Alan. Easy, Alan. Come on, Pedro. Come on, Pedro. Come on, Kier.
A little game of keep away here at midfield as Howard's trying to find an opening. Lakakis. Sani. It's headed out of there. Another sub getting ready to come in here for Hagerstown. Barrientos fighting hard and winning that fight. Trying to get something in there for Yeb. Marecki back to Yeb. We don't talk about Nick Marecki that much, but he was last year's Howard County Player of the Year, and he's going to play both soccer and lacrosse here at HCC. He's been a very solid, very good player so far. It's a deep pass down there from Gutierrez trying to set up Denny Mora. And offsides is called. Dragons got a little too aggressive there. It's going to come back. If you're just joining us, the nationally noticed Howard Community College Dragons, they're not ranked yet, but they are receiving votes, lead Hagerstown, Division I school, 2-0, off the backs of pretty goals from Kiar Sani and Sebastian Fonseca. Speaking of Sani and Fonseca, they just double-teamed that play right there to force that turnover. And now Yepsira Tesfaye trying to set something up for Barrientos. Is this 3? No, it's blocked by Kreiner. It's kind of the story of the season for the Dragons this year. There's just so many opportunities to score. Almost all of their games could have been like 7, 8, 9-0 contests, but they haven't been able to connect on all of them. It will be a corner kick. It will be, I believe, Tesfaye who will take it. As confirmed, as I don't see him out there. The corner is obscured. Here we go. Tesfaye takes the corner. Beautifully placed. It's headed by Marecki. Trying to get it to Barrientos. Fonseca, maybe? No, it's batted out of there by Hagerstown. Lakakis, good defense there. Trying to force a turnover from Kundai Makusha. And Makusha's going to lose that ball to Tesfaye. Tesfaye. Broken up and knocked out of there by number 19, Jacob Boyd. And Marecki is going to keep it on Hagerstown's side of the pitch. Big shout out to the HCC faithful, by the way, who have come out here in droves, including, I believe, our women's basketball team and our track team have come out to watch. There was a chance for Hagerstown, but that's broken up by a combination of Lakakis and Alan Gutierrez on that defensive line. Beanie Gari coming up from the defense. He passes that over to Denny Mora, who was uncovered on the far side of the pitch. Hagerstown gets back into position, so Mora's got to break that up. Just under 25 minutes to go here in this first half. Dragons lead at 2-0. Watching live here on HCC Vimeo. Stick around after the game, where after a brief delay, we'll have our third game of the day as the Dragons face off against the Sentinels of Patrick Henry College in women's volleyball. Here's Fonseca trying to set something up for Barrientos. Is he going to get there in time? No. Blair comes out of net and makes the stop. Blair with the goal kick. Nice booming kick. And Marecki meets it immediately. It's headed back by Walter Diaz, number 24, who was the first sub to come into the game. And that was because Alan Paz had to come out to get checked out by the trainer. He's okay, by the way. It was just a quick check out and make sure everything's okay. As Yeb sets something up for Barrientos, who got pushed. Ooh, that's going to be a foul on Kreiner. He's gotten a couple of those where he's been called for getting a little too aggressive. It's got Cole Kreiner, number 18, the captain for this Hagerstown team. And it's going to be a free kick here for the Dragons. Let's see who they're going to send it in. No. So number 18, Cole Kreiner with the foul. Free kick coming up here. Tesfaye looks like he'll take it, but the Dragons could play some trickery here. Kick on the way. Tesfaye will take it. Oh, it's off the post. Was that in? No, it wasn't. Oh my goodness, it was almost there. It just knocked off the crossbar and almost ricocheted back in. It was like that one, I think it was that one goal from France or either France or Australia from the World Cup back in, I want to say 2018 in Russia, where they had to use, that makes you really wish we had VAR at the college level. Man, that was close. It's called VAR, right? Okay, just double checking. Number 20, LSC Quadillo for Hagerstown has been waiting to come in for quite some time now. There hasn't been a stoppage. Hagerstown playing aggressively. Their forwards trying to get back here. And a foul's going to be called there on number 11, Kundai Makusha. He was grabbing a chunk of Kiarsani's jersey. Dragons will take the free kick very quickly. They want to try and keep this pressure up. If everything goes their way, Howard is leading this game by multiple scores. They already are, but Dragons faithful's getting aggressive here. Out of bounds, possession to the Dragons. Love seeing the fans come out. Word is quickly spread of how good this Dragons team is, and tell those fans, come out to all of our athletic events. Come out, support the women's soccer games. You know, they're working on rebuilding their program, and they're getting better with every game. Come out and support volleyball, of course, who's coming up. They almost took a set from the top-ranked team in Region 20, Montgomery. And chance maybe here for Brian Barrientos, trying to break away from Kreiner. Barrientos backs up, will play it for Denny Mora. Mora takes a shot. Blair was ready. I'll quickly throw it back out to Marvin Brown. Another sub getting ready for Hagerstown. It's number 13, Jackson Bear.
Get it, Sebastian. Come on, Sebastian. Come on, Marvin. Keep going, Marvin.
21 minutes to go here in the first half. 2-0 Dragons lead it. Should be up by multiple scores as a quick foul is called here, and that's going to be, I think, on Peja Illich. Illich talking it over with the ref. Gotta love Peja Illich, very charismatic player out of Niš, Serbia. That's not exactly where he's from. He's from a village around the town of Niš. As Dragons are going to quickly pick up that free kick. Try and play it down for Denny Mora. Nice slide tackle by Cole Robbins. It's going to break that play up. Ooh! I couldn't see what Yeb just did, but the crowd lost their minds, so it was definitely cool. And here comes Mora. Denny trying to put up the crosser for Sani. He wasn't ready yet. And it goes wide. So we come up on 20 minutes to go. Fonseca providing pressure here on Marvin Brown. Ball is back. Gari picks it up. Oh, Sanchez has got to get back in net there. Sanchez is a fantastic goalie, but every so often he comes out of net, and he knows what he's doing, but it still makes me a little nervous. I'm like, I trust him because he's only allowed one goal on a sheet all year long. But even still, whenever he comes out of net, just get a little nervous. Like, as here's Denny trying to set that up for Yeb. Wasn't fast enough. Blair's going to pick it up. It's popped up. Gutierrez sends it back. Hagerstown won that battle, but Sani was able to get to the ball quickest. Ball is batted around. Picked up by Denny Mora.
Go forward.
Dragons not really getting forward here. As Tesfaye trying to play it up for Parientos, who's being held. Oh, and that might be more than just a regular foul. No, it is. It's just going to be a regular foul. Big contact there between Cole Robbins and Brian Barrientos. I'll set up a free kick here for the Dragons. By the way, still have not made a sub. As Lakakis is going to go and replenish Sanchez's water bottle. Dragon's going to play it quiet with the free kick.
Come on, Sebastian, wide, Sebastian, wide, wide, come on.
Illich trying to get it into Fonseca, who got a boot on it. It's batted out of there by Hagerstown. Offsides is called. Hagerstown got too greedy, and Makusha was too far ahead. Hagerstown subs have still been waiting to come in. I don't know if the referee notices that there's 2 Hagerstown subs getting set to come in, but they've been warming up for a while.
You can't sub on a free kick. No, offside.
It's maybe an opportunity here.
Come on, start playing, come on, pick it up.
Coach Ryerson, I've never seen Coach Ryerson this energized. He's trying to get these guys going. No, I agree. We should be up by, we should definitely have a couple more goals at this point, the way we've been playing. Sani trying to keep it forward for Tesfaye. Can he get there? The speed of Tesfaye wins that battle, and he plays it inside for Barrientos. It's deflected by Blair. No one was there to pick it up. Maybe. Oh, Sani just missed it. Good pressure from Tesfaye there on number 10, Carson Fieser, forcing him to back up. Illich. Barrientos. Maybe a chance here. Kreiner under pressure from Sani. Boy, the Dragons are just providing so much pressure. And finally, they're getting ready to send a sub in. DJ Marafa as Gary breaks that up. Maybe a chance here for Hagerstown. Illich breaks that up. Man, this Dragons crowd is getting loud. I love it. Yeb. On Sebastian. Barrientos. No one's in the box for him. He get around Kreiner or draw a foul. He's trying to play it down for Tesfaye, who breaks free of an attempt. Ooh, Tesfaye gets caught up, and a foul's called. And that's another foul on Kreiner. The aggressive play from Cole Kreiner. But having an impact here. It's broken up a lot of Dragons' plays, but he's got to be careful doing that because the referee eventually is going to give him a yellow card. 15.5 minutes to go here. Free kick coming up. Subs coming in. Number 13. I will step away real quick for the subs. This is Jackson Bear and LSC Quadio. Oh, it's just going to be Bear who comes in. Quadio's going to wait. Our referee just checking to make sure as here comes a sub. Fonseca is going to come out. In comes Marafa. Entering the game for the Dragons. Number 13, DJ Marafa. So Sebastian Fonseca comes out to take a break. DJ Marafa is in. The crowd going crazy. We love it. As here comes the free kick from Tesfaye, trying to get it inside. Barrientos tied up by Kreiner. Where is the foul? Mora. It's getting sent back for Tesfaye. Ooh, nice play. Tesfaye trying to play it up for DJ. Ooh, DJ gets hit hard. And no foul called. Our referees are swallowing their whistles in today's game, it looks like. That's going to be a corner kick for the Dragons. It'll be Tesfaye taking it. As Rafa Benitez for the Dragons getting set to come in, number 7. A lot of aggressive play between these two teams in the box. Here comes Tesfaye trying to get one inside. Barrientos, it's knocked out of there, and it's going to be another corner. See if Tesfaye can get one. Tesfaye on the way. That's up. Marafa had a piece of it with his head. Lakakis keeps it alive. Oop, accidentally sends it out of bounds. Raises his hand, says that's my fault. And the subs are coming in. Quadillo finally enters the contest, as does Rafa Benitez. We'll be right back. Entering the game for the Dragons, number 7, Rafa Benitez. And Hagerstown took Cole Kreiner out of the game for Quadillo. That got headed out by Paige Illich. Quadillo, by the way, from Côte d'Ivoire on the West African coast. Yes. Hagerstown going for a quick attack here, trying to get something going here. Might have a chance, maybe not. Lakakis breaks it up, splits the referee and a Hagerstown player, plays it up for Barrientos, gets it for Tesfaye. It's knocked away by Walter Diaz. Good defense there for number 24 for Hagerstown. We're under 12 and a half minutes. 19. Marecki. Oh, and a foul's going to be called on Alan Gutierrez as down went. Trying to see who it is who went down for Hagerstown. It's going to be a free kick here for Hagerstown. Free kick on the way. Oh! Off the top of the net. Sanchez jumped. That was Kundai Makusha with the shot. It's off the top of the net. Just about 10 minutes to go here in this first half. Brisk low 80s day. Very hot, but we are getting a little bit of cloud cover here coming in, which is very nice. It'll help keep our equipment nice and cool. Benitez getting tangled up. Oh, he got hit. And that's going to be a foul on Rafa. Okay. So 10 minutes to go. Remains a 2-0 ball game. Dragons definitely will want to make some adjustments here because that should be a higher score as that free kick goes well out of bounds onto the high jump pad. If you watch Dragons track and field, you know. As Antonio Argueta is getting set to come into the contest. Maybe a chance here. That's deflected out of bounds. I got to step away quick to do something, folks. I'll be right back.
I mean, at least the airbags.
He's not active on the roster. I got it.
Because when the airbags come on, they totally automatic. Yeah, so you gonna be good. Mic is still on, but.
Sorry about that, folks. We just had to make a quick change there as Dragons are getting set to put Antonio Argueta into the game. He was not active on our roster. Argueta was not active for the first couple of games, but we just had to make a quick change on our stats roster to make sure he is active, as maybe a chance here for Kiarsani. Oh, it's broken up. The subs coming in.
Vamos, Tony!
Entering the game for the Dragons and making his season debut, number 21, Antonio Argueta. He's 21. Yeah, for us. Is he on there? No. They needed to let us know because I can't stat him now. Gutierrez with the shot. Add him to the roster.
Antonio?
Go back and fix this. It's not going to show up in the stats at all, though. That's the only problem. So we'll have to fix that later. So I can't hear. No. Just stat him for him, and I'll fix it later. But yeah, that was just they had to let us. They did not let us know that he was active. I had him inactive on the roster. Sorry about that, folks. We had to step away and fix a stat issue. 6.5 minutes to go. Sonny tried to play that up, and he gets dragged down. Illich throwing in for Marafa. Trying to put it up for Barrientos. Brian under pressure. Gets tripped up. Ball out of bounds. And we do have clock stops. So we have an injured player, and it's Ilya Lakakis. And Lakakis is getting helped off the field by Beanie Gari. Julius Marks and Sebastian Fonseca getting set to come in for the Dragons. They'll replace Brian Barrientos and Lakakis, it looks like. Re-entering the game for the Dragons, number 11, Sebastian Fonseca. And entering the game for the Dragons, number 23, Julius Marks. Re-entering the game for Hagerstown, number 16, Finley Smith. So under 6 minutes to go here. Dragons trying to set something up. Fonseca breaks that up for Sani. It's popped up. Sani's going to win that battle. Marecki picks it up. Guetta trying to get it down to Benitez, and it's out of bounds. It will be Hagerstown ball. The Dragons had an explosive start to this one. They managed to score 2 goals, but since it's pretty even between the two clubs. It's Hagerstown holding firm. Benitez fighting hard. Trying to keep it alive as he's under pressure. Somehow got it free to Argueta. Marecki. Marks! Won't go. There is a Hagerstown player down. And stop the clock. Because we do have an injured Hagerstown player. It's number 20, Elise Quadio. And athletic trainer Tim Happel is getting a workout as he's heading back out there. Number 25, Eric Jacobs, is getting set to come in for Hagerstown. Gotta wonder if this heat that's coming in, this heat wave coming in, is starting to affect these players. Hagerstown is wearing all black, which has got to be uncomfortable in this weather. Normally the Dragons normally the Dragons play in the play the first game, so it's usually around 2 o'clock. So that late afternoon heat hasn't really hit yet, but it's been hitting today.
Coming from Brooklyn Parkway, I think over there. I was going 32. I got off 32, and at the bottom it was some guy, bicycle or another car, and they were ready to get into accident because it was like wet outside.
Marks is going to come back over to the sideline here. They're still checking out Quadio. We're going to step away for a moment, folks, and be right back.
I was sitting here 5 seconds. I was like, oh my.
Welcome back to the action, everybody. Sorry about that. To break away there for just a second due to handling some scheduling stuff. 2-0 is the score here. What is becoming a very tight game, and Hagerstown might have a legit shot here. Here's Jackson Bear getting his shot off. It's broken up by Beanie Gari. Gari will play it back to DJ Marafa. Nice header setting up Kiar Sani. And Sani trying to get it in. That's going to be popped up and over. That's going down to the lower fields. There's the throw in. Marks trying to go for the crosser, and it's partially blocked by Eric Jacobs, who just came in. Saved by Antonio Argueta. Here's Marecki. Benitez. Live by Sani. It's popping back. Ooh, Fonseca tripped, but still keeps his footing. Trying to get it up to Marafa. Gari coming in as another Hagerstown player goes down. Play it down there for Marafa. Wasn't able to get there in time. Marks keeping it alive. Ball goes out. The Dragons ball. Coming up on a minute to go here. Just under 2 minutes left in this first half. Dragons lead at 2-0. They scored 2 early. Haven't been able to get it in since. Marafa, it's broken up. It's getting held a little bit. Argueta. Picked up instead by Hagerstown. Fonseca trying to set that up. Gari pops it back. Minute and a half left here in the first. Both teams are going to be looking to make some big adjustments here. Dragons definitely have got to get their offense clicking a little bit better. They've controlled the pace of this game from the start as Marafa gets knocked to the ground, but they definitely need to get more efficient here in the second half because they just haven't been able to capitalize as much considering how often they've had possession deep in Hagerstown territory. Maybe a chance for the Hawks. Maybe.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
It's broken up by Fonseca. Marafa finds Sani. Hops it out wide for Julius Marks. 30 seconds left in the first half. Marks trying to play it for Marafa. Oh, DJ wasn't light enough on the touch, and Blair is able to scoop it up. Final seconds ticking down here in the first half. It will be a Dragons lead, but not a comfortable one as we go into the half. And that'll do it for the first half. Thanks for watching, folks. We're going to take a break and be right back with the second half of action as it's 2-0 Dragons. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready for the second half here at HCC. Can we get the Dragons lead at 2-0 over the Hagerstown Hawks, thanks to beautiful goals from Yarsani. So we're back underway, and his first goal of the season, Sebastian Fonseca. Now the question is, can Howard add a couple more after they statistically dominated that first half, but just only got 2 goals to account for it? And this is something that's happened this season for the Dragons, in which they have started a game solidly, gotten a couple of goals, but haven't been able to score as many as they should, only to come alive in the second half and really start to dominate. Got to give a big shout out to the fans who are in attendance today. This, I believe, is the most attended weekday game for the Dragons in quite some time. As the throw-in trying to get to Barrientos, trying to find Denny Mora. Look at Denny! Shot! Oh, just high! Trying to get one in there. Dragons playing with a lot of pride for this game as they are receiving votes in the national ranking for the top 25 of NJCAA programs. It's very good to see Howard getting the recognition they deserve, especially with their start. They're not ranked yet, and that might be because they haven't. Most of their opponents haven't been, I would say, per se, quality opponents. As, by the way, should mention 2 of the substitutions made by the Dragons for the second half. Kevin Ruby, number 5, Donnie Freyer, number 16, making their first appearances of this game. As we've seen pretty much everybody from the Dragons, with the exception, I think, of Jackson Castell, Nathan Kreider, and Carlos Contreras get some action today. And David Whitehurst, of course, the backup goalie for Jonathan Sanchez. Fonseca, good play there. Whitehurst did come. Speaking of goalies, there was a goalie change. Gabe Beckering is now in net for Hagerstown. That was a change Hagerstown needed to make. Blair did a good job, but that's partially deflected, and Sanchez will get a save. Just a reminder, folks, this is, of course, a triple header. We've got volleyball coming up next as the Dragons take on Patrick Henry College out of rural Virginia. That should be an interesting game to watch. That is a club team they're going up against. The Dragons played a tough game against Montgomery College on Tuesday night, their first road game of the season, where they almost took a set from the conference leading Raptors. Fell in that contest 3-0, but played very tough against Montgomery. It's a good sign of the Dragons' overall improvement. Gutierrez broke that play up, got it back to Beanie Gari, who's looking for options, and will pop it back to Nick Marecki. Marecki will keep it alive for now, pops it back over to Beanie. And Gari will send it over. Freyer trying to set it up for Barrientos, who's got to back up to avoid being offside. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Dragons ball deep in Hagerstown territory. Next up for the Dragons, they travel out to Cumberland to take on the Allegheny College of Maryland Trojans. That's on Tuesday. Their next home game is Sunday, September 21st, as they take on the nationally top 5 ranked Mercer County Community College Vikings out of New Jersey. Their only out of conference game of the season, and it's against one of the best teams in NJCAA Division II men's soccer. That's going to be a tough one, but Dragons looking to try and get a statement victory on the season, and they could get one with a win today. Good slide play there by Beanie Gari. Oh, a nice breeze is coming through. That feels nice, especially with how hot everything has been. Gari plays it back to Sanchez, the keeper. Oh, he's got to be careful. He's under heavy pressure from MJ Ribas, number 9. Gutierrez, accidentally kicks it out of bounds. Kevin Ruby was looking around like, come on, man, I'm wide open. Hagerstown will quickly throw in, trying to get it. Gutierrez will head it out, and Mora will play it down to Barrientos. Brian looking for an option. Does the crosser for Yeb. Tesfaye carving through traffic, trying to get a pass off. Mora, shot! Just high. Bounces over the high jump pad. Getting closer is Denny Mora. It's a shame. He had 4 goals in the last game against Garrett. Our camera wasn't able to catch it because of bad weather. And we get to the next home game, and he's come close, but has just missed his shots. After I promised him we were going to get the rest of his season goals on camera so we wouldn't have something like that happen again. That was a lightning issue, folks. We had lightning in the area, and we weren't sure whether or not it was safe enough to get our camera set up. Eventually, we were able to get it once the lightning cleared out, but we did end up missing the entire first half of the game and part of the second half. Here's a chance for the Dragons. Barrientos, one-on-one. Ooh, got it away, but he's tripped up by Beckering, excuse me. That's going to be a penalty kick. That's in the box. That's going to be a penalty kick. And it will be. Penalty kick to the Dragons. You sure? Penalty kick for the Dragons.
Coach, you gave it to Donnie. Oh, never mind.
So taking the kick will be Beanie Gari. He's the only one of HCC's 3 Ethiopian players who hasn't scored so far this season. Here he goes. A chance and a save by Beckering. We were lining it up perfectly. Good try by Gari. Put that more on the goalie, honestly. That was a good shot from Gari, but it was just Beckering was ready for it. Frankie breaks up the goal kick. Maybe Gari will get another shot. Dragons have been gone, I don't know the exact stat, but Dragons have gone something like 2 for 7 on the season in penalty kicks. They made their first 2 in the season opener against Southern Maryland. They have been snake bitten when it comes to getting a free shot ever since. Tesfaye trying to play that up. Crowd wanted a penalty or a foul as somebody went down close to the box. Yeah, it is not worked out for Howard when and they will get a penalty there and more. Yellow card coming up here. Oh, it's a red card. A red card on number 24, Walter Diaz. And I think the ruling they went with here is that he led with his studs on his cleats. That's a red card and an ejection on Walter Diaz. Red card and ejection on number 24, Walter Diaz of Hagerstown. There is a folder underneath folder. Layla, can you pull out a sheet from there and start an empty sheet and start filling it out on the left-hand side? You see those empty sheets? Can you fill out some of the basic information for that? That is for the ejections. We're going to have to fill that out at the end of the game. Thank you. Appreciate it. And we were just making sure we got the ejections filled out. Number 24. So one of the rulings is that whoever gets ejected has to leave the stadium. So we were just scrambling there to make sure that the rule was followed. As Walter Diaz is ejected after leading with the studs on his cleats on that tackle on Peja Illich. It's rare you see just a straight up ejection like that. This would be the 3rd ejection we've seen this season here at Dragon Stadium. We had 2 during the Southern Maryland game. One was on a coach for arguing with the official, and the other was on a player who got into a altercation with one of HCC's players. I believe Nicholas Marecki, number 12, was the player who was involved there, and that was the Southern Maryland player who got ejected. And that was just in the first game. So yes. There's a new policy this year with the NJCAA. We have to. Oh, no, the rest fill that part out. It was just the basic information at the top. Yeah. Always had to step away there for a second, folks. Maybe a chance here. Denny Mora got it from Donnie Freyer. Mora scores. Dragons take a 3-0 lead. Donnie Freyer on the assist. Goal Dragons! Denny Mora off the assist from Donnie Freyer. Dragons lead it 3-0. And I'm happy to say that, yep, finally we got one of Denny Mora's on camera. A 3-0 lead for the Dragons here. We still have about 36 minutes to go, and hopefully that'll open up the floodgates here for Howard. Denny Mora, who leads the Dragons on goals on the season. That was Denny Mora's fifth goal of the season. He leads the Dragons this year in total goals. Impressive goal there from the Dragons, finally breaking through. All right, let's see if we can get some more. A wild sequence, honestly. An ejection. Dragons used the momentum, set up a beautiful goal. Fonseca getting it to Mora. Come on, we want more. Nice place by Mora. Well done there. Gets it up to Marecki. Philosophy here for the second half for the Dragons is just get the ball forward. They kept having to retreat too much in the first half, and it was really starting to get annoying there that we just could not get the ball into Hagerstown territory cleanly. Always had to kind of got a little predictable there at the end. His good pressure from Mora is going to forces MJ Ribas to play tough. Freyer trying to get something. Donnie Freyer, who, as there's a big collision there between Beanie Gari and a Hagerstown player. And that's just going to be a foul. So a foul on Beanie Gari. No harm, no done. No harm done. I'd say no harm, no foul, but, well, it was a foul, so. 35.5 minutes to go here. Dragons lead at 3-0. Three different Dragons have scored. Yarsani. That popped out for a goal kick. Yarsani scored first off the assist from Sebastian Fonseca. Then Fonseca scored off the assist from Yebsira Tesfaye. Denny Mora, early here in the second half, scores off the assist from Donnie Freyer. Not only showcasing the Dragons' abilities to spread the ball out and score and have everybody be in action, but you also got to give it to the Dragons for their ability to share the ball. I don't think there have been very few unassisted goals this season for Howard. That's going to be a foul on Tesfaye. A local high school has their football practices around this time. They're just down on the field below us. Not sure exactly what school is it. It's one of the local high schools. It's either Reservoir or Oakland Mills. I'm not entirely sure. Because their field's probably being Scraggle of bodies. Sanchez came out. Get back in. Oh, he's got it. Jonathan Sanchez, very well regarded goalie coming out of the Howard County High School system. And he's only allowed a single goal all season. As I mentioned the first half, every so often he does something he comes out of goal as, nice passes here. Tesfaye had it stripped away by Jacobs, number 25. They were setting up something nice there. Illich trying not to foul. Succeeded at that. Gari got nutmegged. It's going back the other way. Freyer breaking free. Here's Donnie Freyer. CCBC Essex transfer. He's going to slow up to get some help. He was trying to get Tesfaye in the middle, but Yebin run too far ahead. Gari comes up from the defensive line, breaks up that play. Tesfaye. Freyer! Shot! Got it! Tesfaye to Freyer! Dragons lead 4-0! Pass from Yepsira Tesfaye. Dragons lead 4-0. Did you change? Can you change the assist for the first half? The goal. It was was Yeb who assisted Sebastian's goal.
Yeah.
Hagerstown getting set to send a sub in. Number 17, Matthew Downs, is entering the game. Entering the game for Hagerstown, number 17, Matthew Downs. Oh, just keep it over there. Just keep it over there.
Keep it.
Uh, okay. Oh yeah.
With the almost.
Are they getting set up down there?
Huh?
Are they getting set up there?
Yeah, most likely. Her location is pulled up here, so they're probably getting set up there.
Okay. Let Jalen know that we're gonna hurry up on over after we're done here, and that we'll try to get there in time because of just let her know we need to have the stat set up. But outside of that, we should be good. Another chance for the Dragons here. Barrientos gets mean munged out of bounds. And Hagerstown will have the ball. 4-0 Dragons. This is a big 4-0 over a Division I school in Hagerstown. These two teams played last year. It was, I believe, either 6 or 7-0 at the finish. A wonderful debut for Rob Ryerson as head coach of the Dragons. And that Dragons team did go on to make a deep playoff run. They got hit with the injury bug midseason. They kicked off the season 5-0, which is looking to be what this Dragons team is going to start. They kicked off the season 5-0, but injuries started to hit after they played Frederick and started running into a tough batch of opponents. Ultimately finished the season 8-7-1, won their playoff game against Anne Arundel. Unfortunately, in the next game that they faced CCBC Essex, as offsides called on Howard, they faced CCBC Essex and would ultimately lose that contest 3-1, I believe. Still a season, the Dragons, they definitely felt like, we could have, had we avoided the injuries, had we kept the, had we, sorry, one of our facility vehicles almost hit a fence back there. It's all good. It's all good. One of our facility vehicles almost hit a fence. That Dragons team, they feel like had they not been hit by the injuries, had they kept it going the whole season the way they started the year off, they could have had a real shot at winning the region, but ultimately it just came up short. This Dragons team feels different. This Dragons team has been comfortably winning their games, dominating up front, good teamwork throughout. As here's Freyr trying to get something going. We'll play it back. The only downside of all these home games, I got to say, is the spotted lanternflies that keep buzzing us up here. That has been really annoying. Ball is popped up. Ruby. Nice play to keep it alive. It's shot back the other way. By the way, folks, we got about an hour and a half to go until our women's volleyball team starts their contest, and we'll hopefully be able to bring you the start of that game. We may be a bit delayed. I'll just let you know now. We still got 30 minutes to go in this one. But we will rush up after this one is over to make sure that we can get you full coverage of our volleyball team's second home game of the season. Actually, fourth home game of the season, as they face the Patrick Henry College Sentinels club team. Hagerstown with a chance deep in Dragon territory. Big collision there between Gutierrez and Ribas. Sanchez will pop it down and find Gari. Dragons are trying to get quick passings here. Quick enough. Quick throw in for Hagerstown. Send it Back the other way. Gutierrez will just head it out. Damn, that's slammed into the bleachers. Gary under pressure. We'll play it back for Sanchez.
Yeah, play in the middle. Yeah, stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle.
And both sides getting set to put subs in. It looks like number 11, Kundai Makusha, and number 21, Abdul Hakim Rafa are getting set to come in for, as a foul's going to be called here on Howard. Subs getting ready to come in for both sides, and Jackson Castell will be coming in for the Dragons. Castell from Ellicott City, Maryland, out of Glen Elk High School. He's a teammate of Nick Marecki. As he will be coming in. So it'll be a free kick here for the Hawks. And it will just be out of bounds. Dragons ball. Subs coming in. We'll make the announcement. Entering the game for the Hawks, number 11, Kundai Makusha, and number 21, Abdul Hakim Marapa. Entering the game for your Dragons, number 2, Jackson Costell. So Jackson Costell makes his first appearance of the game. He started the last game against Garrett, played very well. He has a goal on the season off a free kick against, I want to say, was it the Potomac State game, or was it, what was the other team that the Dragons played? Who did the Dragons play in their second game? Why am I forgetting this? Frederick. Yeah, Frederick. I think it was the Frederick game he scored in. Sorry, when you have 5 straight home games to open the season, they start to blend together just a little bit. Castell. Oh, he kind of won that fight, but Hagerstown will pick it up. Hawks have threatened a couple of times, but here's Alan Gutierrez getting that away, and he'll shoot that down for Denny Mora. Maybe! Mora pops it straight up. It was deflected by Beckering. That was not... It's kind of hard to see the numbers out there with the sun starting to set. Dragons working on setting something up here. Ruby trying to play it down for Castell. Castell splits the middle, plays it back for Ruby. Back in for Castell again. Try to get it inside. Second chance, maybe? No, it's batted away by Hagerstown. Nice stoppage there by Illich. Play it up for Yeb. Freyer. Yeb again. Ruby. Chance here for Barrientos. He's hit for mine. Barrientos! Oh! Beckering makes the save. Oh, he almost backed up over the line for a second. I thought... Here's a question. I'm going to direct this to my cameraman, Diego Chufon, who probably knows the answer to this. If the goalie makes the save, but he accidentally backs up over the line, is it a goal? No, it is a goal. I knew that. Does it count as an own goal or a goal for the person who shot?
If he catches it and then backs into the goal, it's an own goal. I mean, if it's just a shot and he fails to make the save and he falls into, then
Okay.
But if he has it and he just drops it into the goal, then yeah.
Good to know. I hope you folks heard that.
But as soon as in any case, if the ball crosses the line, it's a goal.
Okay.
If the ball crosses the line, it's a
That's why we have Diego do filming for us, because he always knows the answers. That was a foul on Hagerstown, deep in their own territory. Gives the Dragons a chance at a free kick.
It's a great position for free kick.
Very good position. They scored off one like this in the Frederick game. I think it was Costello scored it. That was from the other side, though, so they're flipping it around here, and it's either going to be Peja, Denny, or Brian who takes it. And my money's on Denny. Although Peja is backing up. No, it is Denny. Here's it on the way. Beckering. Oh, he missed the save. It's popped straight up. And a foul's going to be called here on, I think, Donnie Frere, as he let in there and knocked Beckering down, trying to get it. Beckering couldn't get his hands around it. It popped straight up. And Donnie just got a little too excited, ran in there, and made contact with Beckering. That's going to be a foul on him and give a free kick for Hagerstown in their own end zone, basically. Not to quote the other type of football, but basically. Good pressure from Jackson Castell. That's out. That's black ball. Forgot to mention, folks, that sandwich between that Allegheny game and the contest against Mercer on Sunday the 21st, the Dragons do play Anne Arundel, and that is a rematch of last year's playoff game. As I'll give everything on. Here's Mukasha. Now Beanie Gari knocks that out of there. Ooh, Gari limping. Uh-oh. I think he's okay. And he's okay. Ball popped out.
Hook it up to the joint on the red. Right there on the red. The little rope.
See what the trick is, you bro. It's right in front of you.
Other side, other side, other side. Bro,
You're not.
other side.
Bro, you see.
Other
Yeah, you the only other side.
Yeah.
Bro, look at the other side of the shit.
Bro,
You said I was right here. You said other side.
bro, I mean this side, like the other side.
Bro,
Chance here for Tesfaye.
Bro, yo, it's
Playing down for Illich. 20 minutes to go.
he went to the other side.
that was first.
He went to the other side.
He said,
Why did you say opposite side, not other side?
bro, okay, you right. Okay, opposite. Okay, if you want to get tight,
Folks, I'm going to step away really quickly to
I'm trying to order my food, bro.
What you about to order? What I join on?
address something.
Bro, them Joes are not scared of you.
Just give me 1 sec.
I think they blind, bro.
And that was Tesfaye almost getting a shot off there. Well, he did get a shot off. Sorry about that, folks. We just had to step away for some logistics. Trying to make sure that we get everything set up for our volleyball contest, which is coming up shortly.
Because we had that same ass for like, it's been like a year. Guys are going in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Everybody's going in.
Subs getting set to come in for both teams here in the closing minutes of this game. We just got about 18 minutes to go. Dragons playing keep away here. Illich. Stell. Going for the crosser. Beckering makes the save. $18 minutes to go. 4-0 lead for the Dragons. Subs coming in for both teams. Number 3 and number 10 are in for Hagerstown. We'll step away real quick. Entering the game for Hagerstown, number 3, Jeffrey Aravallo, and number 10, Carson Fieser. Hagerstown will have possession here. Final 17 minutes of this one. It's going to be a 5-0 start to the season for the Dragons. Second straight year they've started 5-0. I'll look to make it 6 against Allegheny on Tuesday. Gutierrez breaks that play up. Danny keeps it alive to Donnie. Sets it up for Brian. Barrientos got tangled up.
Quick. Play quick.
Foul's called against Hagerstown. Dragons are going to try and set something up quick here. And they'll quickly go backwards here. Ruby finds Denny Mora as, well, basically everybody's coming in for the Dragons at this point. Barrientos, I apologize if that hot mic moment. Subs coming in, we'll make the announcements. Entering the game for the Dragons, number 7, Rafa Benitez. Number 13, DJ Marafa. Number 21, Antonio Argueta. Number 23, Julius Marks. Number 25, Carlos Contreras. And number 20, Nathan Kreider. What the hell, Rob?
16, 10, 3.
So Dragons basically are going to sit everybody and send in all of their reserves to close out this one. Hopefully some of these guys can get a win, can get a shot off. I'll reset the players on the field for you. It's Jackson Castell, Nathan Kreider, Beanie Gari, Kevin Ruby, Nick Marecki, Rafa Benitez, Antonio Argueta, DJ Marafa, Carlos Contreras, and Julius Marks. The only person who has not played yet is David Whitehurst, though I expect that to change soon. Because the Dragons do lead it comfortably 4-0. They play it down for Contreras, number 25. And good pressure. That's going to be a foul on Contreras. The sun's getting really low in the sky. It's at the point where it's starting to get a little annoying. Contreras trying to keep that play alive. Ooh, big collision between Contreras and Aravallo. Forgot to mention Denny Morris. Actually, no, Denny Mora, he came off. He came off. Argueta, that's ricocheted out of there by Hagerstown. Denny Mora just came by asking, "You got my goal right?" We got it. Again, that was we had technical issues last game against Garrett because of the weather, and we weren't able to set up our camera for the first half. That's a shame. Those were four really nice goals from Denny, and we missed all of them. I feel so bad. To be fair, he wasn't the only one who had a goal missed. We also missed Brian Barrientos' goal in that game. But that was just lightning. Lightning does not mix well with Wi-Fi based cameras. That's all I'm gonna say. Kreider, nice play. It's a good chance to see potential future stars to the Dragons next season as Contreras goes down hard. Hopefully, we get to see a lot of these guys coming back as it's these guys coming back next year. We got just under 13 minutes to go here. Again, if you're tuning in looking for Dragons volleyball, that's coming up afterwards. We are going to be taking a break as Argueta tries a nice crosser, was trying to get it to Benitez. We will take a short break after this game to go get set up in our gym for our volleyball contest against Patrick Henry, barring any technical issues. If we can't bring you that game, folks, don't worry. We will have live stats set up so you can follow along. And I say technical issues because you never know. We've had our gear out here all day today in the elements, so hopefully there isn't any problem. Hagerstown trying to get something going here. It's broken up by Beanie Gari. It's gotten to the point now with so few possessions, with Hagerstown having so few possessions on their side of the pit, on Howard's side of the pitch, that I honestly just been facing Hagerstown's side of the pitch. How dominant this Dragons offense has been at controlling the pace of this game. And yes, David Whitehurst is getting set to come in. As maybe a chance for the Dragons? No. Oh, it's broken up. They were trying to play it towards Castell. Fantastic crowd, by the way. Easily over 100 people out here today to watch Dragons playing back. They'll play it to Sanchez. Here's Castell. Moving up. And Marafa will come up and get it. Good pressure. DJ fights through, avoids the foul. Argueta trying to pass it back to Ruby. Marks was trying to chase it down. We'll go out. Subs coming in for both teams. We'll step away to announce them. Goalie change for the Dragons. Entering the game, number 0, David Whitehurst. Entering the game for Hagerstown, number 6, Maxwell Adu. And number 8, Luis Vasquez Escobar. Exiting the game for the Dragons, number 1, Jonathan Sanchez. So David Whitehurst is in, and now Dragons have emptied the bench. The only starter still out there, I believe, is Beanie Gari. That is correct. So it's Beanie Gari and the rest of the Dragons bench playing out here in the closing minutes of this game. So we got under 10 minutes to go. It will be Howard's 5th win of the season, their 2nd straight year starting 5-0. Last year's 5-0 start, that's as far as it got. They ran into some trouble with Frederick and Montgomery after that, and then the injuries started to pile up. So hopefully, knock on wood, that does not happen this time. But with how talented this Dragons team is and the batch of games they have coming up on the schedule, I think I'm confident in saying that we should expect this team to add a couple more victories. Argueta looking for options. Little flip. Trying to get it to Kreider. Kreider did a good job saving it, but it's picked up by Hagerstown. Castell fighting it. Gari, big collision. Oh, that is going to be a yellow card on Beanie. That's Beanie Gari. Gets the yellow card. Yellow card on Howard number 4, Beanie Gari. Joey, I'm going to Great defensive wall by the Dragons there. Breaks up that free kick, and Howard back on the attack. Down goes Marafa. DJ's got a lot of fans in the stands here today, and they did not appreciate that. Under 9 minutes to go, 4-0. Contreras trying to break free. Contreras getting aggressive here. Puts it down to Argueta. Ruby. To Marecki. Puts up the shot, and it's saved by Beckering. Nick Marecki with a nice shot. Contreras looking for an option. Castell. Gets it to Contreras. Seven minutes to go here. Gari plays it up. Contreras. Oh! Hit Marks in the face. Marecki dancing through traffic. It's broken up by Hagerstown. They're getting set to put Alan Gutierrez back into the game. Here's Escobar, who's checked into the game for Hagerstown. Mentioned earlier, Beanie Gari was the only starter still in the game. That's a half truth. Forgot Nick Marecki. Sorry, Nick. Trying to play it up for DJ. Marafa gets his pocket picked. Contreras keeps it alive, though. Maybe a chance here. Whitehurst! Oh, just missing it was Makusha. And a sub coming in for the Dragons. Re-entering the game for the Dragons. Number 3, Alan Gutierrez. Brian, you down there? Do me a favor. Corner kick coming up here for the Dragons. Maybe a chance to extend the lead here. Beanie Gari was subbed out of the game. Alan Gutierrez went back in. Corner's on the way. Kreider almost had a piece of it. It's broken up by Hagerstown. Four minutes to go. Ruby. Nice play by Ruby there. Avoided the foul and got the play up. DJ can't get it forward in time. Pops it up to Marks. He's trying to get it to Contreras. Definitely a game the Dragons will wish they had scored a couple more here. Nice defensive play by Castell, gets it to Argueta. It's nice to see Argueta finally getting some time playing here as Marafa tried to play that for Contreras. Carlos, oh, got hit. No call. All right. Trying to get Makusha more involved as Gutierrez and Makusha collide. Referees have swallowed their whistles quite a bit in this game. As Makusha is down. Argueta, I think they anticipated a whistle because Makusha is still down on the far side of the field. He'll just kick it out so they get the injury. And they'll stop the clock here with 2 minutes 43 seconds to go. As Makusha is down and is hurt. And once again, folks, if you're tuning in for Dragons Volleyball, that's coming up next on what's been a jam-packed triple-header day. This game should be over in just a few, and we'll have about an hour break before we're back on the air for volleyball. We'll take a break ourselves and be right back. Gutierrez, back to the action we go as Gutierrez pops that one away. Try to set up something here for Contreras. Carlos! Oh, he gets dragged down! No call! Really?
I ain't see it. Damn.
Beckering will make the save there.
What? They trying to go, bro. They trying to.
This game has been chippy.
Yeah, I wasn't that bad. Yo, it's another
2 minutes to go. Dragons try to wrap up their 5th victory of the season in their 5th straight home game. Like we've ever had 5 straight home games to open a season, but that's how it's going to start. And 5 straight home wins. Not a bad way to start the season for the Dragons, all of them by multiple goals. This will be their second 4-0 victory of the season, replicating their season opening win against Southern Maryland. They played that one down for Contreras. Man, the Dragons really want to get Carlos a goal here in these closing minutes. Carlos going for the crosser for Julius. Argueta, maybe shot high. Hagerstown might have gotten a piece of it, but they're going to rule goal kick. Coming up on the final minute here, folks. We will probably be cutting the broadcast very quickly-ish. We're going to keep it running just in case. We always do that just in case at the end of these games. That was due to an incident we had last year during basketball. We always keep the camera running towards the end of these contests just in case something happens during the handshake line. It is required by the NJCAA regulations, but I will be stepping away so we can start breaking down our equipment and getting set for our next game of our very busy day, our volleyball game against Patrick Henry College. Final seconds ticking away here. It will be 5 straight home victories to start the season for the Dragons, all of them by multiple scores. This is a game the Dragons definitely wish they had won by a bit more. That'll be something that they'll work on towards the throughout the season. Regardless, a win is a win, and it's a win against a Division I opponent in conference. And speak on behalf of the Dragons, we'll take that. Final seconds ticking down. Argueta gets the last little touch off Marks. Maybe that's batted out. That's going to do it. 4-0 is your final. The Dragons take it. They're 5-0 to start the season. A big win over a Division I opponent. And we will see you in a couple weeks on Sunday when the Dragons take on Mercer County. In the meantime, we're going to sign off. Volleyball is coming up shortly after this, folks. We're going to break things down. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is the big man on the mic, Isaac Donsky, for all of us here at HCC, signing off as the Dragons win it 4-0. Good night, everybody.